Scorpio Ophiuchus, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for September 19th to the 25th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Scorpio Ophiuchus, this week we have Mercury going direct and some supportive aspects this week. In fact, as you can see here, Mercury will go direct around Wednesday, Thursday. And when he does, when he's stationed like this, he is going to be trined by Pluto, both in the ingress and egress. So very powerful here, especially because this is your modern ruler. So there is this perhaps inquisitiveness and really good momentum with the mind, I think, and maybe even communication. But of course, this is pause. So it could be insight. It could be reflective. It could be information coming to light, perhaps more internalized. But with the insight you might get this week, or what you have been getting these past couple weeks in particular, you can certainly implement these ideas, I think, going into next week, especially by the weekend, once we have that egress there with Pluto and Mercury. All right, so where's this all taking place? This is all in your 10th house, which is the house of your career. It's the house of your productive life, your public life, and anything that you might consider on that bigger picture, the top-down stuff in your life, so future-oriented things. Now, there's been a lot of reflection here, so this first half, it's still great to be adaptive, to learn about this area, to try new things, to be flexible. I mean, that's really the case anyways, because the North Node is here, suggesting that there's this new energy about it. And of course, when things are new, it's good to be open and try new things with that. But that's going to be the overall theme for the next year and a half with the North Node in your 10th, ushering you towards this productive life. And it's also been this whole September. This whole eclipse cycle was started there in that 10th of yours. So a very significant house. I think things are certainly continuing to unfold there for you. And I think this week, pausing for a second, reflecting on what you've learned these past couple weeks about career and whatnot, and now maybe moving some of that energy forward. Now, within that context, we do have Mars, who is going to be in your first house, your ruler, this pretty much full week up until about the weekend. He's going to transition into your second. So even though there's been this discipline and patient, persistent thing going on for about the past year with Saturn in your first house, really having to work within constructs and limitations and things, there has been lately perhaps a bit of motivation or independence in your life. And I think you can expect that to continue this week. But as we go into next week and over the weekend, you'll probably notice this shift towards motivation involving your values. This is your second house. And your resources, your inner resources, such as your confidence, your sense of self-worth, your self-reliance, and outer resources as well, maybe motivated to cultivate some of that material security in your life. So you'll notice that shift, but this is the area that Pluto's in, so there could be some positive changes here again with your perspective this week, involving what you value and involving how to cultivate these values in your life. So definitely a shift, definitely very powerful with that, and even approaching this station with Mercury. Venus will be sextiling up to Mars, so you guys could be maybe feeling a bit social or cooperative or willing to harmonize with others, maybe feeling good, looking good. Sometimes when Venus is involved with the ruler, it's not a major aspect, but certainly an opening, and I think that's a great way of kickstarting the week, which is this this more cooperative energy to you. Now, I do want to mention that this week Saturn is lifting off of that square with Neptune. So it has been, collectively at least, a confusing, uncertain time this month, and really since November with this aspect. But this has been the last aspect, and now it's lifting up this week. So I think as things unfold, especially after that Mercury station, we'll probably feel this lift, this fog lifting, and things perhaps giving a bit of clarity to us, especially as Mercury gains that momentum next week. All right, so let's see where this Venus is. Venus is in your 11th. There is a lot of 11th house energy, actually, especially with the sun here. So while things are shifting with the career, while things are moving forward with yourself and your independence, and even those values of yours, a great place to focus is on your aspirations. The 11th house. This could be your hopes or wishes, also aspirations for your community, Group-related things, great source of energy. There should be opportunities actually for the next year, year and a half to connect, to network, maybe opportunity coming through friends or your network circles and things like that. And Venus here, maybe enjoying those connections there with groups or those in your network circles. So it's just all in all, I think a good time to see the opportunities with future-oriented things, progressive things. I think you'll feel that over the weekend, especially when the sun gets very close to Jupiter. They'll conjoin on Monday of next week. But yeah, things certainly moving forward for you there in that 11th house. All right, so Scorpio Ophiuchus this week is certainly emphasizing this shift with Mercury, things moving forward there, maybe insights, power to make change, maybe change in the career there. Again, open-mindedness really goes a long ways with that North Node. Still great to be focused on your aspirations if you aren't already. And this shift with your ruler going into the second house of your values, suggesting a great place to put your energy. All right, so I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.